A lot of people use social networks as a primary method of contact, along with calling, texting, emailing, which allows us the opportunity to meet more people and therefore more customers. Social networks have a like, share and comment system, which allows people to like one another's posts when they find them interesting, to share them if they want to share it with their friends or followers on that social network, and they can also comment and leave their opinion on each post. This allows us to analyse how well our content is doing on social networks. We can count the likes and shares on a piece of content, or we can check the comments to see what people think of the content. Another pro of social networks is that they have a followers system. This system allows us to see exactly how many people are actively following our social network page. People who are actively following our page are the people who have decided to click a button to be notified whenever we produce a piece of content, and they can view it at their own accord. Another pro about social networks is that they have a balanced audience. There isn't specifically one type of person on social networks. There's a diverse range of people who use this kind of social media. Social networking is a format that can accommodate almost any kind of business. What it lets you analyse is what any business wants to analyse. That's how many people are actively following their page, how many people like their product and like it enough to share it. It almost gives a measurement of how many people know that your product is around in the local area, or if you're a bigger company, in the region or the country or in the world. As well, as I mentioned earlier, it's an easy way to reach potential customers, but also it's an easy way to reach potential partners. As social networking is already so densely populated, there's a good chance that many potential partners are already using social networks. However, there are drawbacks to using social networks. The first of which is that they're mainly opinion-based. It's where people go to be able to let their opinions be known. Although this is a good thing, it can also lead to negative opinions and negative comments being left on pieces of content, which as a business we don't really want. Another drawback is that social networks are so densely populated that your business may need to meet some kind of niche to become successful. What I mean by this is maybe target a specific area or do something different than its competitors. If you're thinking of setting up a business on social networks, the likelihood is there may be hundreds of businesses like yours already on social networks, and you need to find some kind of gap in the market to be able to fill. So some examples of social networks include Facebook and Twitter. I think these are probably the best examples as they are the most popular forms of social networking in the world at the moment. Looking at some analytics, the audience of Facebook and Twitter and other social networks does range hugely. It's mainly focused on 18 to 44 year olds. That's information that I got from this link here that I will link with the video so that you can view it of your own accord. But also the most popular audience within this 18 to 44 bracket is the 25 to 34 age range. Next up, we're going to look at blogging. A blog is a regularly updated web page that is often written in an informal manner. They're often used as an online diary or as a newsletter focusing on a specific subject or a specific range of subjects. Whereas social networking sites allow people to focus on each other's personal lives, a blog and its author choose the topic of conversation. You can't visit a blog author's profile and find out who they're married to, who they socialise with, what they were doing the night before. An author of a blog is like a journalist who delivers a piece of writing or a video or another piece of media, and the audience then discuss that topic. So an advantage of a blog is that they're very easy to create and start using. There's all sorts of blogging sites, including Blogger, Tumblr and WordPress, for example. But you can quite easily just Google blog and you'd be able to find a website, sign up to it, create a blog and start producing content. It can help you create an online community if that's what your business is looking for. It's also a great way of keeping an online diary. For example, if your business was starting some kind of new project and you wanted to keep a diary of that project to show your customers what's going on with that project. An advantage blogging has over social networking as well is that since on blogging sites there isn't a focus on people's personal lives, then customers won't bring their personal baggage to your content. Now, something that I would neither label as a pro nor a con is that you are responsible for designing your own blog. This means that the layout of your page and the design of that layout is totally down to your decisions. There are templates, but if you want to create a truly unique image on a blogging website like Blogger, you're going to have to design your own layout and bring your own colour schemes to the page. Some drawbacks of blogging is that it can be difficult to find an audience. Looking at some articles, I've been able to identify that many people starting to blog for the first time realise that even no matter how high the quality of their content is, when they don't have an existing audience, it's like they're sending their content to no one. Blogs also need to be regularly updated to be able to continue their existence. If a blog is left for a long time, then the audience is going to lose interest. This would also affect social networking sites and businesses on social networking sites, but business pages on social networks can still be used to find the venue in which that business is located. You'd be able to find addresses still, whereas on Blogger businesses likely aren't going to put that information, or they're not as likely to put that information as they are on social networking, with blogging being more of a online diary based system. I would also argue that they're not quite as popular as social networks, probably because they're not as easy to use. They're probably not as accessible as social networking sites. They're not always fit for a business like a social network is. For example, if I was opening a local sweet shop and I wanted to create some kind of presence in the local area, I'm probably not going to use Blogger. I'm probably just going to use social media, as that's likely a much easier way to reach the people in the locality. Again, like most social media, the audience depends on the content of the blog. Next, I'm going to look at videos. So there are websites dedicated to uploading videos. These video sites allow users to regularly post videos and subscribe to each other to get notifications of each other's content. A hugely recognizable example of this is YouTube. There are also Vimeo, Metcafe and Twitch. They're all used in a similar way. Now, one advantage of video sites is that they do have a subscription system, much like the follower system on social network and sites. It allows you to have a number, an exact number of how many people are following your content and actively looking for it. Essentially, the more subscribers you have on an account with a video site, the more people you are reaching. Video sites also allow you to be able to do some live video streaming. This is where you video yourself live from wherever you are, and other people all over the world, anybody who accesses the link to your live stream, will be able to see what you're doing. Now, this could be great for live events for a business. However, the amount of businesses that would want to do live events is probably limited. Probably the most prominent drawback of video on sites like YouTube is that they are limited to only one type of media. You can only post videos, you can't post photographs, you can't post an update via text. You simply need to be just uploading videos. A lot of effort also needs to be put into recording and editing an original video. It doesn't directly cost money to use YouTube. You can use it for free, just like Blogger and social networking sites. But it can be very expensive when you're buying high quality tools and equipment that are needed to create videos, including cameras, editing software, production staff, that kind of thing. Also, to have a high quality channel, you need to be uploading original content. You are able to take existing videos and re-upload them onto your channel. But if you're promoting your business, you're probably going to want to be uploading original content, which is where all the time and effort comes from. I have another link here to some analytics that and demographics that I'll link with this video. But essentially, the audience to video sites is very similar to social networks. It's mainly geared at 18 to 34-year-olds for the audiences of video sites, though.